Hi, Star Family. Thank you guys so much for joining me here for your reading. This is a really fun message because right before starting it, I was hearing all roads lead home. And I was thinking, okay, yeah, like all rivers lead to the ocean, right? All rivers lead to the ocean. Everything leads back to source. And my guys were saying it was more of all roads lead back to that feeling of safety. And there's something that feels like at home to you. You feel at home doing this thing, and that's why you can flourish here. And a lot of you have done it in private behind closed doors for, I'm hearing, even like many lifetimes. And it was really interesting because I pulled a card, right, just to clarify this before starting, and we had celestial uterus, which basically talks about, again, the uterus is like the motherly energy, right? It's like fourth house, it's like Cancerian energy. So there could be something about really having to get comfortable outside of your comfort zone. And I'll go ahead and read it for you guys. But again, this is signals to the moon. So this is like your intuition. It's a gut feeling that you have. And I'm hearing it doesn't give you butterflies. It gives you relaxation. It's like, again, it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, where it's like you feel comfortable, your heart feels seen doing this thing. You feel like you can fully see yourself in your soul's essence doing this thing. I'm hearing this is a part of your life where you feel like you connect to God, or you feel like you connect to your soul, or you connect to a higher power, and it just feels at home. Like all roads lead you back here. No, and I'm hearing like all parallel versions of yourself have led you to the same conclusion as well. So this is something that you guys had intended to experience on Earth. So we'll see what this is, okay? And I'm hearing like intended to flourish at, okay? You flourish when you allow yourself to experience this. Okay, so Genesis, fertility and support. Everything begins in the uterus as a container, solitary in silence, resting before leaving the dark to step into the light. And it reminds me of the Moon and Maiden card. So this could have been like gifts that you've been quietly cultivating behind the scenes. And now it's time for you guys to bring this forward into the limelight. And when you do, I'm hearing like you're about to shock everyone with this microphone drop moment. Okay, giving birth, that's what it talks about. To allow us to flourish in society and interact with the rest of the planet. The uterus gives us the necessary time to contemplate the crucial phases of life, and above all of gestation, what else could have possibly come from that seed? And this is super interesting because I'm seeing like the eggs of the uterus right now. So there could be something around like potential life that you've been cultivating inside of yourself. And maybe this is the birth of a conception, idea, enterprise, or just the new version of you, doesn't matter about what your sex is. It's saying that we all have these feminine principles and aspects. And I feel like you guys have gone through that shedding phase, and it's funny because I'm even seeing like the cycles, right? Like the 21-day cycles, the lunar cycles, 28 days as well is coming up as well. And there's something around, again, like a shedding period that you've gone through to make room for literally new life. So some of you have gone through like a refinement period, and I'm seeing like blood as well, right? So blood is all about your life force and vitality. It's like you're releasing things that have been depleting you in some ways, maybe things that you feel like you've been settling for in some aspect of your life to make room for new growth. But yeah, I'm literally seeing like the lunar phases right now, like the lunar phases. So you know how the moon sometimes it looks like it's not there, okay? There's something around like you've gone through, maybe you guys have gone MIA. It's like you're about to disappear and reappear on the big screen. That's what it gives me, or on the world stage. That's what it gives me for sure, because I'm seeing Six of Wands energy. Okay, it says, we are born and we flourish, we gestate, and we give birth to ourselves continuously in the cycle of life. We acknowledge ourselves as human creators who change our skin on a cyclical basis, giving life and birth to new parts of ourselves, our being, and eventually revealing it from its hidden gestation period. So again, this is something that you guys have hidden away. That's what it gives me, for sure. These are like the unseen aspects of yourself, because even fourth house is things that you do in private or behind the scenes or at home. Our projects, and it also has to do with your IC, right? So the IC line is like, who are you when no one's watching? It kind of gives you that element. And yeah, this is super interesting. It can tell a lot about, your early upbringing when you read like birth charts and stuff. It can tell you a lot about, the child and how they grew up. And as an adult, it can also show who you are when no one's watching, and what you like to do when you get home, or what you like to do in solitude, and you know, how you feel comfortable and nurture yourself, you know, what feels like home to you. Like some of you I'm seeing in Scorpio, maybe you feel at home studying the esoteric knowledges, studying the occult, you know, tuning into forms of divination. Maybe you've got Neptune or Pisces energy here, and you feel like you like to be creative alone, and this is how you can connect to yourself, and this just feels at home to you. You know, I'm seeing a bunch of different aspects right now, but that could be significant. You guys might want to look into that. Our projects and relationships are formed in the same way. It is a continuous birth in the fractal of life, which always needs two parts, the alchemy of the elements and a space to contain it. So again, there's something around you're going through an alchemical process in a hidden space, all right? But I'm seeing like something that's being contained or like repressed, or you've been suppressing this, okay? And it's time to kind of let it be shown out into the world. And what I'm seeing is like an exothermic reaction, which we did a reading on, in terms of it's heat that you guys are generating internally. It's like an internal alchemical process that you're going through. And that leads to you guys becoming this huge, you transfer heat to your surroundings, so you transfer light into your surroundings. So I feel like as well, because it's got connections to like the inner child in that way with fourth house elements, kind of with fifth house, right by side by side with it, there could be something that you do in private that you feel like allows you to connect with your inner child. Maybe it's like something like a hobby based or something creative based, but it's almost like this is something that you now need to show to the world, because again, it's like the moon and the sun. So it's almost like these are things that people are going to be very attracted to you for. And I'm hearing like it's about to be a mystery to others, or you're going to be a mystery to others in regards to, I'm hearing, how did you get so good at that? Or like, how did you do that? Like, it kind of gives me that. But for you guys, it's nothing, you know, for you guys, it's nothing, because I'm hearing you do it all the time. Like, but I'm hearing like people witness it, because I'm seeing a scene of like someone go to your house, right? And they're like, whoa, like, you know, they see all these paintings that you've done, or they see these drawings that you've done, or these projects that I'm hearing like inventions that you've created. And there's something around oh my god, like, you know, I kind of see that type of reaction. It's like, how, like, this needs exposure. It kind of gives me that element, like the moon, like things that are hidden behind the surface, done in secrecy. It needs the sun, it needs fifth house elements. Like, this needs, people need to see this, you know, there's that type of element that's coming through. Yeah, I got a notification about bright eyes. So there could be something around like bright eyes, like I'm seeing like the star eyes emoji, like you could have people starstruck, or yeah, I feel like that's why it's a microphone drop moment, because like you could have people starstruck by this. And for you, I'm just getting like, it just feels at home, because it comes so naturally, you know. I'm hearing like, again, it just comes so naturally. This could be something that you're reassessing, because we have retrograde here at the base. Let's see, let's take a look at another energy in regards to this. Let's see. 3333. So yeah, this is like a huge, it almost looks like a lock and a key, okay, at the same time. So let's go ahead and read this. Number 3333. So this is like a huge growth sprout that happens for you guys. I have no clue where to even find this in the deck. It might be at the end. Let's see. 3333. Major growth. You guys could be stepping outside of a comfort zone, or taking something that's comforting for you, and it brings you comfort, but you're doing it in a place that's not, or you're doing it in a way now that's like a little bit unknown to you, you know, or it's like new to you. Let's see if I can find this. 333. Here we go. Gratitude. Okay, this is a good time to be grateful for what there is. Okay. So this is a good time to be grateful for what there is. Whatever situation you find yourself in, there are many things to be grateful for. Due to the illusionary motivation of the being, it is sometimes easier to concentrate on what we are missing, what we want to achieve, and what we want to grow, move, do, change, create, leave, have, act on. This can be positive when it works as a driving force for the being. The hunt for growth and transmutation is one of our key passions as a human race. Conflict arises when the mind acknowledges this behavior and decides to whisper in our ear. What started as motivation and as a lovely romantic comedy changes halfway through, more likely to a thriller movie. Now all it generates is constant dissatisfaction rather than motivation. And this leads us to forgetting to be grateful for what is. Gratitude is not just a beautiful word, it's a powerful energy key, which opens the way to other dimensions, to our being. It is through gratitude at the present moment that the spiritual dimension of life opens up. There's something around being a battle of stargates, that's what I'm seeing. Being grateful is to recognize and make space for what we appreciate in our lives, not taking what we have for granted and focusing our access on another energy vibration. Most importantly, gratitude is what is the highest vibration that's there. This is so funny. You know what I'm seeing that reading that we did around everyone's about to have golden retriever over your black cat energy, because black cat energy is like the moon. And and this is so funny because I'm seeing like black moon Lilith, right? I'm seeing Lilith, so this is like a hidden desire for a lot of you, and it's like where you naturally also want to rebel. So there could be something about like a rebellious streak in you doing this. And I'm just seeing this. Okay, hold on. Today I would like to invite you to pause your search for a moment and concentrate on what you are eternally grateful for, but may have forgotten to check in for a while. And again, I feel like this is because it comes so naturally to you. Today, particularly now, is a good time to be grateful. P.S. Thank you for taking the time to read this. I do not take your presence for granted. Okay, thank you for you guys listening. I don't take that for granted. Portal. The activate the code is 3333. In the prayer, simply give thanks for whatever you feel you have upon activating this card. In simplicity is greatness, and several of the answers to your questions. So there could be something around the simplicity of this is something that you should be super grateful for. And what I'm seeing is some of you have just wanted to keep this to yourself in some ways. Because I'm seeing like literally somebody go to like the hermit's house, and he must have like a bunch of just I'm seeing like contraptions, inventions, like little, what do they call it, like things, like just little things, trinkets, like a bunch of just inventions and books of mysteries and books about history and just a bunch of different things. And for you, it almost seems like it's nothing, but for everyone else, it's something that they've never seen before. You know, it's like you're someone that they've never seen before. They've never seen anyone do it like you. And I'm seeing, like, again, everyone having golden retriever energy over your black cat energy. I'll try and find that reading and link it down below. But that's literally the vibe that it gives me. It's like, you know how black cats are a little bit, you know, they're not necessarily vibing with the golden retrievers, but they do it. It's almost like you have this calling to take something from the mysticism side of yourself and bring it out into the world, out into the waking world, to demonstrate your non-physical, metaphysical abilities in some way, your spiritual abilities, your creative abilities, something that's intangible. It's something that's just innately within you, and demonstrate that in the physical. Take ether and demonstrate it into matter. And I'm hearing the beautiful seamless blend in the way that you're able to do that. It's something that I'm not hearing like tolerate, because the black cat doesn't tolerate the golden retriever. It was something that you'll actually become very grateful for in the end, because I'm hearing you're going to see that it's a treasure that's best to be shared with the world. Some of you, it's like a gift or ability that you have, or an invention that you've come up with, or ideas that you have, and there's something around it's a magic that's supposed to be shared. Okay, so let's take a look at one more. Magic that's supposed to be shared with celestial uterus. Like, give gratitude for what it is that you can birth into creation, even if this is just new versions of yourself, you know. Okay, I love this card, scintillation. Okay, so this talks about downloads that you guys are going to be receiving. It's like a sudden burst of energy that you're going to be receiving here too. So we'll go ahead and read it. But yeah, this is like sudden surges or downloads. It's like you guys are going to gain clarification around, okay, you know, it's like an exothermic reaction. Again, it's like the light that you're going to be passing to others, or the impact that you're going to have on others. I'm hearing it just speaks volumes. I'm hearing don't underestimate yourself or the ability that you have, or something of this nature. Let's see. Okay, scintillation. Flash of light. Scintillation is a phenomenon which consists of a quick exposure of light, which can be of low or high intensity. The glare of intense lights indicates that something or someone has a quality that they are normally missing. So you are demonstrating, you know what it is? You guys are like demonstrating something to the world, and it's through your light, right? It's through your exothermic reaction. Just doing something that naturally like regenerates the light inside of yourself, it will begin to instill confidence in those around you. And it's because you're reminding people that the light that is within you as you do this thing, as it brings you joy, also exists within them, you know? So yeah, it is a brief but good omen that can repeat itself. It is important to bear in mind that it's an expression of light and energy. So again, like the exothermic reaction, you're spreading heat, you're spreading love, you're spreading joy through doing this thing. And I'm seeing like, yeah, the black cat kind of warm up to it, you know? You know how they kind of form a different relationship? Maybe this is about you forming a relationship with something that's outside of your comfort zone, you know? Okay, so ultimately, it does not matter how long it lasts or if it will be repeated. Instead, one must be able to enjoy the light that it brings. So again, yeah, it's like you guys are a huge beacon of light. And you have this aura of influence, and it just comes naturally to you. You know, there's something about the aura that you carry, the essence that you carry is an essence that's, I'm hearing, increasing in value as you share it, which is super interesting. Okay, let's see. Let's try and see what this is then. Let's take a look at celestial uterus. Goodness gracious, 10 of coins. This could be something that you feel like is part of your legacy, or like this is how you're destined to kind of like impact people in the world. Yeah, Queen of Wands, the Sun card, like everybody's in your orbit, you know? And with the Sun, again, this is like fated encounters. And with introspection, this is something that it usually brings you like joy or excitement, or again, like this divine blaze that consumes you as you partake in this thing, okay? As you connect with this thing. And it's in introspection, it's behind the scenes, it's something that you don't usually share. But then I'm seeing like somebody catch a glimpse of it, or like you just end up somehow doing it, but I'm hearing it's a sudden plot twist, because it's like, okay, I didn't actually think like either people wanted to see this, or you know, I wasn't sure how people were going to respond to this, or you know, it's just like, you know what it is, you're creating for creation's sake and not creating to be perceived. And that's the exact reason why you're being perceived so in such a high light. I'm hearing you're a highlight for people, you highlight things within people as you just demonstrate something within yourself. But yeah, she instills the confidence in those around her, you know? So yeah, it's like you're this huge beacon of light, and you emanate some kind of light when you do something. And it's something that you do behind the scenes. Again, it's like icy energy. Let's take a look at gratitude and what this is with 3333. 3 of Wands. And 6 of Swords. Okay, so a lot of you, this is something that has made you feel safe as you've, you know what it is? Because it's made you feel safe, I feel like it's something that you consider as sacred. So it's naturally something that you'd want to keep to yourself. And I understand that. But there is something around, it could actually bring like a new creative or career or financial opportunity for a lot of you with Page of Coins here. But it's changing your relationship to this in some way, and seeing that change is not a bad thing at all. Change just leads to growth, and to allow yourself to evolve, or allow this thing to evolve into its full potential. And I'm hearing that's about the joy that it can bring to others, just like it's brought you joy. Ooh. Wow. But yeah, with 3 of Wands, it's like you may even feel in between worlds in some way, because it's something that you've cultivated or you felt safe with, or it's something that you've just naturally found yourself coming back to in some way. Okay, it's like all roads have led you back here, you know, after every ending in your life, like you've come back to this thing. You know, you've come back to doing this thing. And it's almost like, where do I take this? You know, I'm used to just doing this behind closed doors for some of you. Let's take a look at scintillation. Scintillation is the 7 of Swords. Okay, so this could be, again, something that you have done behind closed doors in a little way with Seven of Swords. But I feel like you're planning and preparing to make a change when it comes to that, like taking something from behind the scenes and, you know, either publishing this. Some of you could be even like, I'm seeing like creative writing or just things that you've researched, things that you're learning that you want to share in some way. And again, you have a sudden plot twist or a sudden turning point, right? Something that you would do behind the scenes and now you're being called to step into the limelight in regards to you. Let's see. Community. This is beneficial alliances that coming your way, and that's what it gives me. Okay, that's literally what it gives me. Let's go ahead and read this. It's actually really funny. This is like people actually again having golden retriever energy and wanting to see you do this thing with 7. So connection with kindred spirits. This talks about, this card shows that there are 3 women celebrating, sharing ideas, supportive energy. The lights in the picture represent your ever-present spirit community as well. When this card appears upright, it indicates an association of some kind. It may be a casual connection of like-minded people joining a club or community of some sort, or even a business partnership consisting of 3 or more entities. The time is right to make new connections and share intentions, whether they're personal or professional. Networking and community are important parts of the human experience, and the security and sense of connection can be beneficial to all. It's true that when several people join their intentions, it accelerates their power in the energetic realm. Receiving this card puts you on notice that the universe is sending beneficial alliances your way. Like the happy family card, this can indicate a party or celebration of some kind. So this is crazy because, again, it gives me like the Hermit. It's like you don't usually do this, or it's going to be one of those things, I don't usually do this, or I don't usually share this thing, or it kind of gives me that energy, or this aspect of myself, or this side of myself. It's something that you've been so used to like compartmentalizing, and now you're integrating it as your whole. And as you share this thing, I'm hearing even like initially, willingly or unwillingly, even if it's like the ego doesn't want to, because it gives you a false concept of safety to keep this behind closed doors, because it's unknown in regard to how other people are going to respond to this. The soul is cheering you on. That's what I'm seeing, and like your spirit guides are like cheering you on, like yeah like come on. That's what it gives me. That's what it is. I'm seeing like the most talented kid ever on a school play, but is afraid to step into that like main character moment, or is afraid to like take the lead role in their life. They're so used to being like an extra in the scenes, or like a background character, or even the narrator, you know, kind of like observing everyone else share their gifts. There's something around it's your time now, you know. That's what it gives me. It's like main character moment for you, which is super interesting, and people coming in to support you with this, even if you don't intend for them. Because I'm seeing like, again, the Hermit brings someone to their house, and then they go to the bathroom, or they go to another room and get a drink, and like somebody just kind of snoops, or they stumble upon something like, what's this? And they're like, oh my god, this needs to be shared. Like, it kind of gives me that energy. Maybe you guys just do it and you're not expecting for people to respond in the way that they do. But yeah, it's like everyone has golden retriever energy of this thing that's just like, yeah, you know. Like my sister does that, my younger sister. She's like neurodivergent, right? She's so talented in drawing and stuff, everything, but in creative art. And she'll just draw these mandalas from the like, it's like she channels these mandalas. Like she goes into a flow state. So some of you could feel like that. You just go into a flow state with this, like you don't really overthink it. And she's like, yeah, look what I did, or look what I did when I was at school. And it looks like freaking like the most, something that should be in a gallery, you know, something that people would pay so much money for. Something that I'd want to even get tattooed on me, you know. It's like, it's something that it leads, and tattoos in the metaphysical realm, the fact that I said that, it's about a lasting impression. So you guys leave like a lasting impression on people through this thing. And I feel like, again, it's where ether moves through matter in you. It's where your divinity really comes out, you know. That's what I'm seeing. It's like, it's something that you channel and you don't even realize that you're channeling it, whether it's something creative, something that you just love doing. Yeah, we have yin energy, right? It's where you connect to that receptivity. And there's something around with serendipity here at the base as well. Synchronistic events, invitations, meetings. But there's something about you having to be a little bit more feminine and receptive to like beneficial alliances. This is like people being deployed to share this. It reminds me of like a Leo in the South Node, if anyone knows, like Leo South Node, or like Leo in the 5th house type of energy. I mean the South Node in the 5th house. It gives me energy of someone that comes into this lifetime just incredibly gifted, incredibly gifted. And these gifts that they come into this lifetime with, it's like they don't really go anywhere, right? They don't really go anywhere until you meet beneficial alliances, until you meet networks, until you kind of put yourself out there. Some of you, this could be online, you know, in some way, or you put your work out there to actually be seen. And then it spreads like wildfire, and that's what it gives me. It's like this exothermic reaction that you have, even if it's just on one person. It's just like it spreads like wildfire. All you need is that little like spark, that match. And I'm just seeing like, it's like I'm seeing like sprinklers right now, like fire sprinklers, and you know how they kind of like pop off, you know. It's like extremely flammable, you know, something that's extremely like conducive. It just has, you have this, you invoke these different responses from people, and it's of excitement, right? It's like of excitement. Okay, and for you it's like, yeah, like, you know, that's what it gives me. It's like, yeah, whatever. She's like, the feminine principle of receptivity, letting someone else make the first move, gathering information and taking in cues, the art of conscious allowing. So yeah, there's something around just allow this to happen to you, you know. There's something around, maybe you guys just put something out there because there's like an internal calling that you have. Just, there's an art of conscious allowing here, you know, allowing beneficial alliances to come through. And this, again, this is like kindred spirits, people that see, yeah, like so much potential in you. And I feel like some of you have even got glimpses into these parallel lives, right, where you just catch yourself daydreaming of, well, what would it be like to be like a well-known artist in a gallery, or what would it be like to, you know, have my music out there in the world, or, you know, whatever this thing is for you. It's like, it's something that you've done a lot behind closed doors. Okay, so this is a time of calculated receptivity as you gracefully await what is coming to you, ready to accept it when it appears. Yin does not involve frozen dreams or even resting, but rather consciously allowing things to flow to you, poised to receive the bounty that will be made available to you. And the poised card talks about the inevitability of your success. The poised card says, get ready. For you are at your best, right? You've like cultivated a talent, gift, skill, ability behind the scenes, and you have every confidence to feel like, you have every reason to feel confident about this. So it implies sensitivity as you alertly study the actions of others and contemplate how they will affect you and yours. Remember, you must make space for miracles to appear. Be the shaped and not the shaper, and see how quickly your dreams manifest. So allow others to take the lead right now. Your power lies in small gestures, soft awareness, and conscious surrender. By yielding the reins, you'll find yourself effortlessly moving closer to what you desire. I'm laughing because I'm seeing like this scene of like a black cat behind like the curtains, right, of like a theater or something, or a stage, and and all the like golden retrievers just push out the cat, or like they pick up the cat and then like plop her right in the spotlight, and she's like looking, and all the golden retrievers are like clapping, and they're like so happy to see her on stage, and there's like a bunch in the audience, and you guys are like this one anomaly, like you're the one black cat, everyone wants to see whatever it is that you do, and you're like, oh shit. Like, it's that type of energy. It's like, oh, like I just found myself in the deep end. I'm on a stage in a daze, you know. It's that type of energy. So some of you, again, it's like, oh, like I'm kind of the main character right now, and I didn't really sign up for this in some ways. That's what it gives me. But it's like people just love it so much, and it's something that's got to be shared. Like, that's what it is. And it's not even about you, you know, it's about humbly serving. But yeah, it's like this it's a power that you harness that I don't know if you, I feel like you're about to, you know what it is, you're about to realize just how powerful you are. Other people already know this, but you're about to realize it. That's what it gives me. That's what it kind of is. It's kind of like imposter syndrome, but also Not really. I feel like you're about to get used to this. I'm like, oh yeah, I can get used to this type of energy, you know? Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay, so yeah, allow others to take the lead. It talks about permit others to tell you who they are and who they can be to you by allowing their actions to speak about them. You will be pleasantly surprised. And that's what I get. It's like, this isn't so bad, you know? It's like, you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised by this. That's for sure what it gives me. Oh, what was that reading called? With the black cat energy. Okay, in prosperity, it says this is a time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. And that's exactly what's going on. It kind of gives me the Leo Aquarius octave, or like polarity, which we have Pluto and Aquarius right now anyway. So it's something about the impact that you can have on society. That's what it gives me, because I'm seeing like Pluto in the 11th house now as well. So this could be about a powerful online presence that you guys could have, a powerful presence that you may have upon a community. And again, Pluto energy is kind of like the black cat. And even the Queen of Wands, she literally has a black cat right there. Oh my gosh, I only just clocked that. She literally has a black cat right there on her lap. So yeah, there is something around, I can't remember what I was going to say. I'm just flowing. Okay, let's see. Okay, observe their behavior and follow their lead. Your desire to push through must take a backseat now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. It's important that they feel that they have power now. So again, there's something around other people may feel like they have power because they're like pushing you out to do this certain thing, but it's allowing you to discover your own power in that process. Okay, and I'm seeing it's like the power of connection and the power of community here. Okay, it also says, how do you want to feel basking in your success? Now allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is the sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect, and that's exactly what's going on with this. So yeah, super interesting. We'll read serendipity here at the base 18. But yeah, I was going to say Pluto energy is like the black cat type of vibe, because again, it's something that's kind of mysterious, you know. Let's talk about 18. So opportunity aligned with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols, a magical alignment of events. So yeah, there's something about like you've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. And that's exactly what it is. I feel like it's something that you guys have like daydreamed about, or you've like repressed or suppressed, whatever this thing is, and you were tuning into like your future and you didn't know it. Like the future is an open book to all those who can read it, and you guys were like, you were getting a read into the energy of your future, and this could have just been through like your imagination or your daydream, you know. That's what it gives me. But yeah, your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for spirit loves you so much. So keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now. We were literally talking about you guys being a channel or channeling as you do this thing, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. And again, that's what we talked about. This value like increases as you share it, right? Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Wow. Now's the time where your luck and preparation meet and create miracles that you could have never planned all by yourself. That's exactly what this is. It's like where your preparation, you guys didn't even know that you were like preparing for this. That's what it gives me. But I feel like you're going to realize, oh my gosh, yeah, like I am so well equipped for this. And it kind of gives me a life path 5 energy, where it's like you're going to have like a tangible outlet for this. And life path 5s are like, they go from, oh my god, the world is so big, to, oh my gosh, like the world is so big and it's my oyster, and like I can get used to this, you know. It kind of gives you that energy. So I feel like you guys are going to be stepping into that main character moment. It's like main character season, right? And we have Wheel of Fortune here at the base, which is usually about like a sudden turning point. This is like a sudden plot twist for your life. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, right? This is a sudden plot twist for you guys. Okay, and the tables are going to turn in your favor and you don't realize it, but there's like an ending to like an old way of doing things, or like a psychological way of doing things, you know. All roads lead home. Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords, you're going to realize life is too short to spend another day at war, not just with yourself, but I'm also hearing like with others, because you're going to have such like, I feel like it's something that you're going to resist. And I'm hearing, you know, what you resist ends up persisting. I feel like this is something that you're going to so like initially resist in some way, but then the current is going to take you away anyway with the river, right? It's almost like the current is going, you can fight that current, but it's going to take you to source. It's going to take you to the sea. And then you have the Emperor. So a lot of you, this is like you're destined to step into a leadership position. And some of you, it's not even just being a leader, but you're destined to step into like this embodiment of someone who is a great example of accomplishing things that are extraordinary, things that others would have seen as impossible. It's like you're being used as an example of some kind of what is possible in this life. And Source is demonstrating infinite potential through you in more ways than one. So yeah, this is high levels of establishment within your career and other life goals that you've set for yourself here with the Emperor, for sure. Let's go ahead and see what else. And the Queen of Swords also kind of reminds you of that energy. You know, she's a little bit more detached or observant of the whole thing. Yeah, the Magician, like you guys have manifested it. And you know what I'm seeing? The Magician has like a thought, right? And it's this bioelectrical charge, and he reinforces that so many times, and it creates a thought form through his emotions. So a lot of you, this is like something that you prefer to do, is something you desire, but it's a thought form and something that you've collapsed through space-time, like in privacy, right? It's something that, for example, if it's something that you thought about creating, let's say like it's music or it's art, like you've come up with the image, you've heard the auditory inspiration, and you've acted on that inspiration that you received. And I feel like that's with 𝓲𝓾𝓪𝓷𝓼. It's like this is some kind of download that you received to act on this thing, to birth something into creation. And I feel like you're going to end up being so grateful for this, because it's something that you couldn't have planned. It's something that you didn't really plan on sharing. I'm seeing somebody like write a book like no one was ever going to read it, because they really thought no one was ever going to read it, and like suddenly the whole world ends up reading it. So you've painted it like it was your last day on earth. You created this song like no one was watching. You sang this video like no one was ever going to hear it. It's like you've done something and you thought no one was ever gonna. You created purely for the creation's sake and not created to be perceived in any way. And that's why it's going to be so well received, because it's so authentic and genuine. And again, with the Magician, it's like this is now, reality is now reconfiguring itself to correspond with the changes that you've gone through internally, and people want to help you with this. Okay, Three of Coins is like it leads to a level up in your life, and this is about a co-creation and collaboration. Again, it's like the alliances energy. Nine of Swords, so you guys may be overthinking this, right? I didn't really see it going down this way, or maybe it's like something that I would publish. I didn't really think it was going to go this big, you know? It's like with great power comes great responsibility, or the more that it's like the more that you receive, the more that you must give type of energy. That's what it gives me, to like balance out the equilibrium. But that's what I get, like people want to see more of this, you know? It's like maybe it's something that you thought, oh, it's just going to be one album that I'm going to post, and like people want to see more, and it's like, oh wow, like I didn't actually think, like, you know, it's that's what I get. It's like, oh, just one painting that I'll post, or just one video that I'll upload, and everyone suddenly wants to see more. That's what it gives me. Yeah, Eight of Wands, upload. This is like an online energy. This is a social media card, so that could be significant for you guys. But it's like this burst of energy and vitality. The Lovers, suddenly you're met with a critical junction. This is a choice point to meet your fate. So this is a fate that you guys created for yourself, and you could have done this unconsciously. But yeah, it's about momentum. This is about basically something manifesting very, very rapidly. It like propels you towards your dreams, ambitions, and goals at a very highly energetic rate. So again, a lot of you, it's like it's something that happens very, very quickly, and you could be overthinking like how do I navigate this newfound success? How do I navigate like this rapid rise to success? Like I was not even expecting this. I was not expecting this. That's what I'm hearing. I don't usually do this. I didn't think I would be in this position. Like, you know, I didn't like, that's what kind of how I'm seeing it right now, which is super interesting. 1, 2, 3, vision. Your path will not look identical to anyone else's. This is so funny because it was coming up in our last reading, and that is what makes you unique. Remember that as you stay the path that feels connected, the path will continue into alignment. Let your vision be as different as you are. My path is mine and mine alone. When I follow my path, alignment comes naturally. So this is something that you're going to figure out as you go. Okay, like life path 5 energies, they'll figure out how they're going to scale the mountain as they're on that climb. But that uphill climb is like the road to success here. 1515 creativity. Keep accessing the creative connection that you feel to the divine. The whispers speak through your creative connections. Yeah, this is like the whispers of fate in your life here, allowing you to express the beauty that is within you and connect you to the love that is all around. Creativity is my birthright, and as I express my creativity, I feel a beautiful flow of connection. Okay, connection not just to what it is that you do, but also I feel like the connection to what it is that you do is going to amplify. Okay, with gratitude 333, because you can see how other people connect to what it is that you do, and in that I feel like you're going to see fulfillment, not necessarily in it being perceived, but in the impact that it has on those around you, and that's going to lead to you wanting to create more for the impact, not for the perception. Okay, let's go ahead and we'll close out with some tea leaf messages. Parting ways, this could be either in romance or business. Okay, this is something that you could have committed yourself to. Maybe it was like an old path. Okay, new home, new attitude. Okay, so yeah, like a new path that's opening up for you guys. Also, the home represents the relationship that you have to the soul and the self. Further, someone you know is undependable and insincere. And then we have a meeting with a stranger could be significant. So some of you, there's like a trade-off that happens with like an old life and a new life here. Okay, especially with parting of the ways. It's almost like, maybe this is something that you felt like you had to hide, but some of you I was hearing, oh, I guess I've got to leave my 9 to 5 now, or now I have like a lot of responsibilities. You know, that's what I'm seeing. It's like a huge shift that happens in your life. Okay, but yeah, something's ending and something new is beginning. With new home, new attitude, it's like you're not losing anything, you're making room to receive so much more. But a lot of you, again, this is like a meeting with a stranger is going to be significant. We have financial gain usually coming in from something that you did in the past here at the base with dolphin. So this is like karmic credit for you guys. Okay, guaranteed success, star card. Again, this is the inevitability of your success here, guys. Your changes in your life with moon, right? So again, something is coming to light about you. We have an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay, so just be aware you could invoke a bunch of different emotional responses from people. Okay, we do have romances in the air. There's something about focusing on why you're doing something in the first place. This is too big of a stack. Yeah, a period of ill health and depression too with fly. Again, there's something around like you're going to be cutting ties, right? With scissors. This talks about disappointment in some affair. With any kind of thoughts that no longer serve you, because this is like 12th house elements that don't serve this. Okay, again, it's going to be coming to an end. This is about the completion of cycles, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. I feel like this is even a death to an old you, and a lot of you, again, as you step into a new experience with leg. So be prepared for this. Be prepared to step into a new experience. You have the ring right behind that. So this could be a new contract that takes place for you guys in your life. Something new that you'll be committing yourself to. Maybe it's like an old way of being versus a new way of being. But yeah, like a huge shift that goes on for you guys. Actually, we'll close out with a wisdom of the oracle. Okay, we have mature woman and privileged lady. So you guys are going to be fully maturing into whatever this is. You could feel extremely, extremely lucky. And again, they're feminine principles. So there's something about receptivity. You do have wealthy man here at the base, which is usually about investors. You even have official person right behind that. And you even have community right behind that too. So again, there's something around your connections to those around you that will want to invest in you. We have message, and we also have expectation. So again, I feel like a lot of you may not be expecting like the message or response, because you have great fortune. So it's going to feel like the universe just showers you with blessings and good luck. Distant horizons, this could be coming in from a distance for you guys. Again, this could be overseas connections, online, but something broader and expanding. This is usually something going global, worldwide. We do have sudden wealth, and we have change. So this is going to initiate some kind of change. It's definitely going to feel like you hit the cosmic jackpot. I'm hearing you hit like an abundance code, but then again, you have poverty at the base. So this is something that you guys are leaving behind. It's like a rags to recognition energy, or, you know, like something that nobody could look at to now there's like all eyes on you. That's what it gives me. There's like all eyes on you, literally. So I'm gonna love and leave you guys right there. I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. Hopefully it brought you all the clarification and insight that you need at this stage in your journey. If you're not already subscribed to this channel and want to stick around for future reads, do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. Personal reading details are also down below, and until next time, bye.